And sabi ko, we have to go on a Sunday Mass, and we need wisdom for this para mabigyan din tayo ng lakas ng loob para ma-resolve natin sa tayo kasi tayo nag-aaway. Kaka-problema, hindi na rin kami nag-aano noon eh. So on the Sunday, it was on the gospel. Sabi ko, pakinggan natin kung ano man yung masabi ng gospel sa atin that day. And it was a great enlightenment and a wisdom na binigay sa akin, Your Honor. The gospel said that it's not all about the crown, but it is about the cross. It is not about the honor, but it's about the sacrifice. It's not being the first, but being the last. It's not being the great, but being the servant. Sabi ko sa asawa ko, bakit naibigay sa atin to? We have to, and to sum up that, Your Honor, ang sinabi nung pare, sabi niya, it's not about the experience. Because yung experience kasi natin sa buhay, it may be good or bad. But it's all about the lesson learned that time, Your Honor. So I have that courage, and even my wife submitted to my decision. And on the next day, humunta na po ako yun. Nandun po yun, nag-narrate, ginawa ko po yun, sinulat ko po yun.
Sabi ni Michael Kimson, nakita mo ba to? Kabataan Party List Rep, kinumpirma na parehas sila ng BICAM report na hawak ni dating Pangulo. Okay. So nag-agree siya na parehas. Nag-agree na parehas sila, Manuel. Okay. That's good. Kung ganun. So something is really wrong. And sana naman hindi ganito sila, Manuel, na ganun nga yung na ganun din yung na-receive nila. So you have to be appalled by this. Ito sila, Manuel. 'Di ba? Sinungaling ang gobyerno kasi ang pasimuno ang isa sa pinakasinungaling, user at bangag. Huwag po nating hayaang matakpan ng issue sa budget, dapat tuloy-tuloy lang sa pagsasalita. Correct. Kaya sa totoo lang, yung mga SMS blaster na yan, yung mga Chinese spy na yan, it should not dominate the public discourse. Budget! 'Di ba? Putang ina, itong mga nasa tuwad ko, may dami-dami yung sa EJK, binababoy yung budget. Ikaw, Barbers, nung i-interview ko sa bilyonaryo, hanggang ngayon wala ka pang copy. Wala ka pang official copy ng budget, hindi ka worried. Diyos me, nakakaloka, kadiri kayo. Ayan, nandito na ang ating ka-moisture. Ayan, magandang gabi sa ating ka-moisture.
Hello everyone. Kamusta na mga ka-moisture?
Gusto ko sanang tonight i-run down yung kasi alam si Colonel Grijaldo, nagmatigas siya ngayon sa Quad Committee. At talagang sinabi,
nag-resign agad si Jose Calida. Nag-resign saan? Sa Marcos admin? Jose Calida daw.
Calida, OSG.
OSG ba si Calida? Hindi bang OSG si
Si Guevara. Si Guevara pala. Calida, wait, sino si Calida? Jose Calida.
First 100 days. Socgen Calida.
Okay. Okay. Ano pala si Calida? Nag-COA pala si Calida. 2020 pa to eh.
Di ba parang may sakit ata siya or something?
Oo.
Anyway, okay, anong gagawin natin?
Ayan. So anyway, magbalik tanaw tayo doon sa magbalik tanaw tayo lang saglit. At saka panoorin natin yung mga parts ng nangyari sa Quad Committee today. And let us be reminded kung gaano kaabusado sa power itong mga nandito sa House of Representatives. Grabe talaga sila as in, pati yung demeanor, kino-question nila na parang, ganyan ba ang reaksyon ng isang tao na nagsasabi ng totoo? Mga ganon.
Sino sinasabihan nilang ganon?
Si Colonel Grijaldo. Remember si Colonel Grijaldo, nagbigay siya ng statement sa, wait, sorry. Ito. Nagbigay siya ng statement doon sa, Teka lang ah. Sa Senate, ukol doon sa kanyang pag ukol doon sa kanyang experience kung saan nilapitan siya ni Benny Abante at saka ni Dan Fernandez na i-confirm yung mga parts ng affidavit ni Garma. So eto 'yon. Ito yung ano na 'yon, ito yung statement
Hearing.
na 'yon.
Na umabot ng 14 hours. Dumating ako sa bahay,
Ay, wait.
23.
Committee na ito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, sa ating lahat, magandang hapon. Allow me to read my opening statement. Matapos ang House Quadcom hearing na umabot ng 14 hours, dumating ako sa bahay ng madaling araw ng October 23. Kasagsagan ng bagyong Christine. Hinihintay ako ng aking pamilya at nag-aalala at di nakatulog hanggang safety akong makauwi. Dala-dala ko ang masamang karanasan at hinanakit sa pangyayari pero di ko agad nasabi sa aking asawa. Hanggang lumipas ang ilang araw, napansin niyang matamlay at di ako mapakali. Di ko matiis na di ko sabihin sa kanya kahit alam kong apektado siya at may nervyos pag ang pag-usapan ay tungkol sa trabaho ko. With great courage, I confided everything to her. Kahit ito ay malaking problema and it will affect us and it will change on our normal and simple life. My career for almost 30 years of service, our personal and family safety and security, and maybe I will be condemned or be ostracized. My wife hugged me and started to cry and asked me why. I told her patagal na tayong nagsusumikap and we have to be strong and survive together. Mauna ang panahon na magpakabanata means makialam. Lisod, maging witness yata o maging innocent bystander. Maangol gyapon ta o maging casualty tayo. Ipasabot na ko sa iya. I have to explain to her. Kailangan na ay mubarog sa kamaturan. There must be someone to rise up to the occasion. I told her that I have the moral obligation and a call of duty to uphold as police officer. In the eyes of God and in the soul of man, I have to say this, even God was betrayed 3 times. But this time, I have to say this, I don't want to betray our beloved country, our fellow Filipinos, and to God Almighty. I don't want to discredit the men and women of the Philippine National Police, the institution where I belong. I don't want to destroy my beloved alma mater, the Philippine National Police Academy, who molded me with moral values, to speak for the truth, that I owe, and it's time to give it back, the honor and respect. Your Honor, allow me to read my affidavit.
Ayan, ito na yung affidavit niya.
David, yes, Your Honor.
Also submit a copy to us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mahaba po yan? Ilang pages po yan?
Salita ho, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Allow me to read, Your Honors, my affidavit. I, Police Colonel Hector U. Grijaldo, 3rd Level Officer, presently assigned a personal holding administrative unit, Camprami, Quezon City, after duly sworn to, under oath and in accordance with law, to hereby depose and states that I've been dedicated to public service for almost 30 years. And since I took my oath as cadet on June 1, 1995, on October 16, 2024, I was again invited as a resource person in the 9th Joint Public Hearing of Committees on Dangerous Drug, Public Order, Safety and Human Rights, and Public Accounts of the House of Representatives scheduled on October 22, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. I, together with other invited PNP personnel, attended said joint hearing in the House of Representatives. After I answered questions related to extrajudicial killings and the reward system, I was approached by a security personnel while I was seated in one of the witnesses during the hearing. The said person told me that I was summoned by Congressman Dan Fernandez. I went out of the room with the security personnel. When we were outside, he told me to go to the left corridor and proceed straight to the end room. While walking, I saw other witnesses who were standing in the corridor, including my classmate, Major Portalesa and Captain Anova, who was wearing PNP uniform, and the latter acknowledged me by saluting. When I entered the room, I saw 2 lawyers of Police Colonel Garma standing inside the room. One of the lawyers approached me and then asked me what we are going to talk about. I said I do not know. After a while, Kong Dan Fernandez entered the room and he asked me to sit beside him on his right side. And then Kong Abante entered the room, sat far end of the chair on the right. One of the lawyers of Police Karma stood near at my back. Kong Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding on the table and told me, ito ang sasabihin mong statement na ito. While pointing on the paragraph on the paper, ito ang supplemental affidavit ni Colonel Garma. Sabihin mo, alam mo ang reward system. I-confirm mo lang. Kong Dan told me to read the said affidavit. However, I asked the copy of affidavit he was showing to me to read it. He did not give it to me. the lawyer of Police Colonel Garma said, ikaw lang ang pwede magsabi niyan, sabi ni Colonel Garma. I was puzzled and I asked myself, why me? I respectfully told him that I cannot confirm. They are saying, as I have not read the affidavit. We went silent for a while. And then Kong Dan Fernandez said, while holding the affidavit, saan ka pwede? Dito, noong 1999, about DDS, alam mo to, pulis ka na sa Davao nito. I politely told him that I was not still with the PNP because I was working with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology in 1999 that time. After some time, Kong Abante asked me how many years those still I have with the PNP. I answered, I still have 4 years before my retirement. Then he made a remark, pwede ka pang maging general. I humbly responded to him, masaya na ako sa ranggo ko, sir. Pagkatapos nito, sir, uuwi na lang ako. At magtatanim na lang ako ng kamote sa amin. The cordial conversation between us continued. And I felt that they wanted me to convince me to do what they wanted me to do. Then Kong Abante asked me where I serve as a chief of police. To which I answered, Mandaluyong City Police Station. Kong Abante then persuaded me by saying, ikaw naman, Colonel, ganito na lang. Alangan namang walang insidente o pangyayari sa panahon na yon. I answered, and I served as a COP in Mandaluyong during the COVID-19 pandemic. And there were less crime committed. And we did not receive any reward from anyone. I added that we only received funds, additional MOA or support fund from the Peace and Order Fund of the LGU. I then respectfully told Kong Dan Fernandez that anybody can debunk my statement if I confirm the testimony of Colonel Garma about the DDS in 1999, since I was not a member of PNP at the time. And I have no personal knowledge as to the reward system. Additionally, I said, the work of the policeman are noble and requires great sacrifice, even without the reward or award. It is our moral obligation and a call of duty to serve our country and people. Then Kong Dan asked me, si Colonel Garma, anong masabi mo sa kanya sa Barayuga? I politely told him I cannot comment on the case. When I respectfully answered him, sir, mahirap yan. Kasama kami sa nag-iimbestiga at hindi ko alam kung anong kinalaman niya at may investigasyon din sa amin, baka ma-incriminate ako, sir. After the discussion, they did not give me a copy of the second affidavit of Police Colonel Garma. I felt that I disappointed them. Kong Dan Fernandez and Kong Abante left the room, while I and the 2 lawyers of Police Colonel Garma stayed in the room for a while. I presume that they are about to present the second affidavit of Police Colonel Garma. I asked the 2 lawyers of Police Colonel Garma why they have chosen me. They did not answer me and just stared at me. And that I went back to the hearing room. When I went back to the hearing room, I immediately called the attention of Police Colonel Lito Patay, who were sitting behind the witness table. We proceeded at the back of the lobby area when they suspended the hearing. I confided and discussed to him what happened in the room with Kong Dan Fernandez and Kong Abante and the 2 lawyers of Police Colonel Garma. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Penal Committee na ito.
Ayan. Ito yung naging simula noong kontrobersya dito kay Colonel Grijaldo. Kasi basically, etong pasabog na to ni Colonel Grijaldo sa Senate, confirmed yung mga observation ng maraming tao na mukhang scripted tong hearing ng Quadcom at ito yung, alam mo yun, na scripted tong nangyayari. Itong mga sinasabi nila ay mukhang merong leading. And itong testimonya ni Colonel Grijaldo sa Senate, sinabi niya na the hearing is already going on. Habang tumatakbo ang hearing, sinamon siya at kinausap at tinanong kung saan siya po pwedeng pumasok doon sa affidavit ni Garma. Ngayon, ang ano kasi diyan is ang sinasabi ng House of Representatives nitong nila Benny Abante at saka hindi naman siya parang kinausap lang to, briefing lang to. But why do you need to be brief? If this is a legislative inquiry, you are supposed to inquire and solicit statement from these people. So, bakit nyo kailangang isamon sa gitna ng umaandar na hearing si Colonel Grijaldo at ang sinasabi nga niya ay gusto niyo siyang magsalita tungkol sa reward system? Bakit nyo kailangang gumawa ng ganyan habang tumatakbo ang hearing? May intindihan ko kung kunwari nagkita kayo before no start nung session. But for this one, it has been going on for quite a while. 14 hours na nga daw na naghi-hearing And yet you felt the need in the middle of hearing, kailangan nyo kausapin si Grijaldo. Paano naging appropriate yun? Paano naging tama yun? Benny Abante at Dan Fernandez. Diba? So, anyway, maraming sinabi doon si Colonel Grijaldo ng mga taong involved. At ito ay later on ay na-encapsulate sa CCTV na pinresent din sa Quadcom kanina. Pero nung tinatanong na ngayon nila si Colonel Grijaldo tungkol dito sa affidavit, si Colonel Grijaldo, ang lagi nilang sinasagot ay pinaninindigan ko po ang lahat ng sinabi ko doon sa aking affidavit and I would like to invoke my right against self-incrimination. Napikon sa kanya yung mga yung mga kongresista. Ayan. Napikon sa kanya yung mga kongresista at kinontempt siya ulit. Si Colonel Grijaldo ay pinalipat din from the facility ng House of Representatives. Gusto na siyang dalhin sa Station 6 sa Quezon City. I believe yun yung tapat ng Southgate sa House of Representatives. Talagang kinawawa si Colonel Grijaldo dun sa hearing kanina. I have to say that. Even tong si Adjong na kine-question, yung pag-invoke ni Colonel Grijaldo ng kanyang right against self-incrimination. Kasi, ang hindi ko kasi magets dito, affidavit na yun eh. Sworn na yun eh. Tapos gusto niyo baligtarin niyo yung sinasabi niya? Ganun kasi yung tenor ng pagtatanong nila eh. Nagsisinungaling ka dyan sa affidavit mo. Sworn na yun eh. Affidavit na yun eh. Bakit niyo gusto siyang magsalita at baguhin yung sinabi niya na?
Bakit ka ba nagtatanong? Kangaroo court yun.
Sobra. Ayun. Question, so up until now, nasa custody pa rin si Colonel Grijaldo ng Tuwadcom. Wala ba siyang lawyer, Joey? Well, actually, tinanong siya kung meron siyang abogado. Sabi niya wala. Tapos sabi gano'n ng Tuwadcom, gusto mo ba bigyan ka namin ng abogado? Sabi no. Sabi ni Colonel Grijaldo, no. Ganyan. Ang problema kasi nagmamatigas si Colonel Grijaldo. Ito kasing mga yung pag-obserbahan mo yung behavior ng Tuwadcom. Ang gusto kasi nila magpalabasin na, alam mo, ikaw pagbibigyan ka naman namin eh. Basta lumambot ka lang sa amin. Ang problema, si Colonel Grijaldo nagmamatigas talaga. Ayaw niya talagang mag-fold dun sa kanyang affidavit. Ganon. And etong si Paduano, meron pa siyang pa-effect na, alam mo, pwede ka namang mag-MR dyan sa contempt order mo eh. Ganyan, pwede naman na, ganito ang gawin mo, ganyan ang gawin mo, ganyan. Pero balita ko, nag-file ka na ng certiorari sa Supreme Court. So, paano yan? Ganyan. And ito nga yung magandang question dito sa Quad Committee na to eh. Bakit problema sa inyo na nag-seek ng remedy yung mga resource speaker na kinontempt ninyo? At the same time, humihingi sa inyo ng MR para i-lift yung contempt order. For the House of Representative members na nandun sa Quad Committee, para sa kanila, well, at least yun yung ini-imply nila, no? Ini-imply nila, kapag ka ikaw ay nag-MR dun sa iyong contempt order, hindi ka na dapat nagsisik ng remedy sa Supreme Court. And I think it's really violative of the right of the resource speaker. Bakit hindi naman, wala namang forum shopping dito? Di ba kayo korte? Di ba? If the remedy is available dun sa mga na-contempt according to your rules, then you should follow the rules. Ngayon, yung karapatan ni Colonel Grijaldo at ng iba pang mga resource speaker na lumapit sa korte, sa proper venue, para questionin yung mga action ninyo dyan sa House of Representatives, bakit nyo sila pipigilan? The Quad Committee is operating on their bloated ego. Na parang hindi sila pwedeng ma-question. Sobrang nakakadiri. Pakita ko lang yung part na yung kinontempt nila uli si Colonel Grijaldo. Ayan.
Go.
Matapang ka lang doon sa Senado kasi may kakampi ka. Dito ka magpakita ng tapang mo.
Eto, kanina na to ha. Kanina na to. Ito na yung hearing today na nangyari. Eto na yon.
Hindi yung nandun ka lang. Alam mo, ang mahirap kasi sa'yo,
Barbers.
gusto lang nating malaman ang katotohanan sa likod nito. Ang dami mo ng ginawa eh. Dinamay mo pa yung mga kasama, hindi dahil sa kasama namin sila, kundi hindi tama ang nangyari at ginawa mo. You are trying to besmirch the reputation of this committee. Itong committee ito, hindi ito gawa-gawa lamang. Ito pinapayagan ng ating saligang batas. Ito pinapayagan at pinayagan ng 300 mahigit na membro ng Kongreso na kung saan ay merong matapos.
Grabe, no?
Kaya huwag mong pastusin ito. Yung tapang mo, nawawala eh. Tawagin mo yung kakampi mo.
I wonder, no? Kasi ang kapal ng mukha nitong mga kongresista na to na magsabi na representative kami ng bayan. Tinanong nyo ba, ikaw Barbers, tinanong mo ba yung constituents mo kung agree sila dyan sa Quad Committee na binuo ninyo? And it should be part of your, it should be part of your duty if you really want to be faithful doon sa duty ninyo na representante kayo ng taong bayan. You should actually conduct, I don't know, maybe a survey or any study that would actually that would demonstrate that you are representing the voice of your people on certain issues. Hindi ba dapat ganun? If you really want to be faithful dyan sa inyong pinaninindigan na representante kayo, meron ba kayong effort to really know the voice of the people? Di ba sa Amerika,
Girl.
meron silang ganun, meron silang mga pag-ganun, yung mga congressman nila doon. May tawag doon yung mga consultation, public consultation, yung mga congressman
Well,
nila.
meron naman
On
daw
certain
silang
issues.
sorta. But it doesn't matter for them because this is not, basura nga yan. So, the
Mm-mm.
only solution to the House of Representatives is to padlock it
Mm-mm.
and to start over a new system.
True.
Ngayon kung umangal itong mga to, pwede mag-Bastille Day na tayo.
Itong mga representative na tong kakapal ng mukha na magsabi that you are representing the people. Have you conducted a single public consultation asking the people their stand on this their stand on the works of Quad Committee? True blue. Naglabas kayo ng survey, sabi niyo agree sa inyo eh. PR na PR. Yung totoo, mag-commission kayo third party. Sobrang kapal ng mukha. Anyway, sige, tuloy natin to.
Ang nakakabahala po doon sa bahagi po ninyo, Colonel Grijaldo, ay naibahagi po ninyo doon sa statement ninyo na meron pong 2 miyembro ng mababang kapulungan ay di umano ay inudyok ka, kinausap ka, at para pang tinatakot ka na magsabi ng mga
I
bagay
love the
doon
demeanor
sa
of
issue ng
Police
EJK sa
Colonel
Pilipinas.
Hector.
I know, talaga, ang tigas niya dito. Kaya gigil na gigil sa kanya yung mga kongresista eh.
I love the demeanor of Police Hector Grijaldo. This
Mhm.
look is the look of someone with integrity.
Who's not gonna fold?
Yes, that's how a person with integrity looks like. Yung, okay, make a fool of yourself before me, Representative Graft Suarez. Charot. Okay,
Na mananalo na naman bilang representante sa May Quezon dahil walang kalaban.
tirikan nyo na lang ng itim na kandila. Charot. Anyway, continue.
Tama po ba yun?
Your Honor, I would like to stand by my statement in the Senate under oath, Your Honor, and I would like to invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Okay, but you have already stated your statement. So, Comsec, meron po ba tayong kopya nung affidavit ni Colonel Grijaldo?
Your Honor, I apologize. We have not secured a copy of.
But I think the very resourceful Chairman Ako will allow me to. Thank you very much. So anyway, Colonel Grijaldo, meron po akong copy ng affidavit nyo. At ito naman po ay pinaninindigan po ninyo. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Maraming salamat. Dito po sa number 7 ng inyong sinumpang salaysay, sinabi po ninyo dito, when I entered the end room, I saw 2 lawyers of Colonel Garma standing inside the room. One of the lawyers approached me and then asked me what we were going to talk about. And I said that I do not know. Number 8, after a while, Congressman Dan Fernandez entered the room and he asked me to sit beside him on the right side. Then Congressman Abante entered the room and sat on the far end, chair on my right. Far end, chair on my right. One of the lawyers of Colonel Garma stood at my back.
Your Honor, I would stand by my statement
Okay,
in the Senate
I would
under oath, Your Honor, and I invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order.
What is the point of
I don't see any reason why our guest keeps on invoking his right against self-incrimination when Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez was not asking him anything incriminating. He was just merely reading a portion of his affidavit. So I don't like, Mr. Chair, that this committee, that our resource person may impress upon the public that we are here to corner him, to incriminate him. Please, tatigilan mo yan. Hindi naman, Mr. Chair, it's not right to invoking self-incrimination when in fact DSJJ is not asking you any questions but merely reading his affidavit. Baka naman ng message na pinapakita, Mr. Chairman, sa publiko, inanggulo natin siya dito.
Ayun naman talaga ginagawa niyo, Adjong eh. And also, sinasabi niya na yung affidavit, I stand by it. Bago niya sabihin na ini-invoke niya yung right niya against self-incrimination, sinasabi niya na yung binabasa mo, yes, I stand by it. Anong problema mo, Adjong? Diyos me. Tapos galit na galit pa si Adjong dito, nakakaloka.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but I have to manifest this. I think his invitation to the Senate was to discuss about EJK and illegal drugs, and nowhere in his affidavit did he mention anything about illegal drugs and EJK. He did not share any inputs or his knowledge on illegal drugs. His participation in that Senate inquiry was merely to besmirch the reputation of some of the chairmen here, and as a result, attempting to degrade the integrity of the Quadcom. So please, I hate to admonish men in uniform. I
Exactly, kaya niya nga ini-invoke yung right niya eh. Kasi alam niya na yung sinabi niya is not favorable to Dan Fernandez and to Benny Abante. At syempre, kapag sinabi niya, pinaninindigan niya yun, di negative yun dun sa dalawa, malamang babalikan niya siya. Diba? Parang anong na-expect nito ni Adjong? Na tatanungin siya na tatanungin pagkatapos alam nyo na yung affidavit ko at alam ko na yung affidavit ko masakit para kay Benny Abante at saka kay Dan Fernandez, pero gusto ninyo, cool lang ako sa pagsagot dito, tatanggapin lang yung tanong nyo at hindi ko poprotektahan yung karapatan ko. Ganun ba? Adjong? Diyos me.
have the highest respect for our policemen. But please, Colonel Grijaldo, stop invoking your right against self-incrimination. Nobody's asking you any incriminating questions here.
Mr. Chair. And
Nobody asking you incriminating question here. Ano ang naging practice ninyo in the entire 14 hearings ng Quadcom? Ginagamit nyo yung statement ng mga resource speaker ninyo against them. Galit-galitan pa si Kupal, oh, Diyos ko. Diyos ko. Ano talaga to, kaya ayoko talaga nanonood itong hearing ng Quadcom kasi magagalit ka talaga sa kaputahan nitong mga putang inang to eh. It's really bloated ego on display, on full display. Grabe.
Mr. Chairman, along the line of Congressman Adjong, I don't think it's incriminating because number one, sinumpang salaysay niya po ito eh. Pirmado niya po ito eh. So how can he incriminate himself when he actually signed this affidavit? And this is a public document, Mr. Chair. So if our resource person is invoking this right to self-incrimination, I think that is out of order.
Okay, I'd like to remind the resource person that the questions being asked of you are the statements you made in your affidavit. And the questions that DSJJ is asking is whether you confirm those statements that you stipulated in your affidavit. Dahil affidavit, pinirmahan mo yun, there's nothing incriminating no, dun sa tanong ni Congressman JJ Suarez. So please, answer appropriately the questions being asked by the members. Congressman Akop?
Mr. Chair, may we ask the resource person?
But ang nangyari kasi they are angry because of the fact na ini-invoke niya yung right niya against self-incrimination. But they did not see the other half of the answer. The other half of the answer is he stood by his affidavit. Why are you not taking that? 'Di ba? Bakit hindi kayo nagre-react dun sa sagot niya na okay, yeah, yan yung affidavit ko, yes, I stood by it. Diyos ko po, grabe ka basura.
The basis why he's invoking his right against self-incrimination.
Yeah, please answer. What is the basis of you invoking the right against self-incrimination?
Police colonel ka, investigador ka dati. You know the basic rudiments of investigation. Alam mo dapat kung kailan i-invoke yung right against self-incrimination. Di po ba? Kasi nagko-conduct ka ng investigation eh. Now, may I know your legal basis why you're invoking your right against self-incrimination? Mr. Chair, if you cannot provide any basis, I think I agree with the Honorable Adjong that he should not invoke that right. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I share the sentiment of Congressman Akop. If indeed,
Oo. Ang lupit ito ni maganda pa yung susunod na part na may maganda pa sasabihin dito si Colonel Grijaldo eh.
the resource person cannot explain to this committee why he is invoking his right against self-incriminations in reply or in response to the questions raised by DSJJ Suarez, then I would agree that the gentleman is out of order. And perhaps, do you have a lawyer with you, Colonel Grijaldo? May abogado ka ba? Would you like?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Do you want us to provide you a lawyer?
No, Your Honor.
Because your lawyer or lawyers that we can provide you will assist you on telling you what your rights are in this committee hearing. So, gusto mo ba mag-provide kami ng abogado?
No.
No, Your Honor.
So you will answer and reply to the questions of the members.
Correct
Now,
answer.
yes, JJ?
Yes, Mr. Chair, maybe another opportunity we can provide to the resource person. Colonel Grijaldo, kung kayo po
Hindi,
ay...
investigator, it was nga, investigator si di ba, investigator si Colonel Grijaldo. Bakla, ang investigator, alam niya ang PsyOps. Magaling sa PsyOps ang mga
Yeah.
investigator.
Mm-mm.
Kaya hindi kaya kita mo si
Hindi ko talaga
Grijaldo.
hindi
Basa
ko
niya lahat. Basa niya lahat. Kaya yun yung malaking pagkakamali na investigator yan eh. Alam niyang tinatarantado niyo siya.
Mm-mm.
Sorry pero lalo gumaganda si Sas. Chusera ko.
Translate mo daw into tip, Darth Vader, sabi ni. Your compliment
Pero
is
ganyan-
good.
pero ganyan ang mga investigator. Yung demeanor ni Grijaldo na ganyan, na calm, that is the demeanor of an investigator when faced by people who are bullshitting him.
Yeah.
It gets nyo?
Mm.
Sas, I agree with the beauty. Ba't yung beauty ko? Pinag-uusapan natin si Colonel Grijaldo. Di ba? Nagigets nyo ba? Yeah, di ba? Have you ever encountered an investigating officer in your life?
Oo, yung
Have you
kapatid
ever
ko.
Di ba ganyan na demeanor?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Di ba? Ganyan, tapos, ano kasi sila eh, ang investigator kasi, they are trained to say the least amount of words.
Mm-mm.
They
Mm-mm.
let the other, they kasi nga, they cannot lead the affair.
Mm.
So they would let the other party just keep on rumbling on, bahala ka commit mistake, pero ako,
Yes,
ito lang sasabihin ko.
While I take note,
And dito sila,
di ba? While I
But
take
he's
note.
taking
Bahala kayo mag-ako, dako nakadya dyan.
but I will just take notes. And
Mhm.
Colonel Grijaldo is actually mentally taking notes about everything that they're doing. Alam niya, girl, you cannot be an investigator if you are not trained, if you didn't receive training on reading nonverbals. Yun
Mhm.
kasi, majority of what we want to say are expressed nonverbally. You cannot betray kasi your nonverbals. You know what nonverbals
Yeah.
are, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Language, any form of communication that is not expressed through words.
Yeah.
Yung ginagawa ni
And
Suarez na ganyan.
those are the things that investigators like Colonel Grijaldo are very
Look for.
good at reading.
Not reading. Exactly. Kaya hindi nyo hindi nyo itong mga congressman na to, like look at that body language of Suarez. Look at what he's doing.
Mm-mm.
This verbal expression is a verbal expression ng taong alam mong gogoyoin ka.
Oo.
Yang,
True.
I don't know, yung gantong, I don't know. Girl, that is not the non-verbal of someone
For
who
sure.
doesn't know.
Mm-mm.
No, who doesn't know anything.
Mm-mm.
Look at the micro expression ng face niya. Alam na ni
Mhm.
Garma na gago ka. You are gonna lead me to a bitag. I'm not gonna give it to you.
Mm-mm.
Nagigets.
Mhm.
So, tingnan mo yung smirk niya, oh. Look at his smirk.
You're not
That
inquiring.
micro
You're
smirk.
not inquiring. You're setting up a trap.
You're setting up a
Diba?
trap.
Mm-mm.
Kaya hindi nila matitibag yun si Colonel Grijaldo. Kasi Colonel Grijaldo is an investigating officer. Investigating officer do not listen to words. Investigating officer take note most of
Observe.
body language, non-verbals, because doon ka mahuhuli.
Correct.
Gets mo? So itong mga congressman na to, they are at a different level than Colonel Grijaldo. Kaya nga si Colonel Grijaldo, nakaganyan lang siya, di ba? Because Colonel Grijaldo is amazed about what he's seeing. He is seeing a bunch of clowns trying to make a Zen monk laugh.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo
True.
yan? So these
Oo.
are a bunch of what we see are congressman. Colonel Grijaldo is seeing a bunch of snake oil salesman trying to sell him a bridge.
Mm-mm.
And he gets that.
Mm-mm.
And they don't, and then they're trying to break Colonel Grijaldo, which you cannot do to an investigating officer.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's go.
Exactly.
Hindi komportable. Dahil nga maraming nanonood at nasa publiko po ang hearing na ito, would you want or would you request for an executive session so that you can divulge the details and the truthfulness to the affidavit that you executed in the Senate hearing?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So, therefore, we can proceed, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
Ito yung ito yung sinasabi mo, Sas, na sila ngayon yung offer ng offer. O, gusto mo bang abogado? Gusto mo ba executive session tayo? Ano ba? Ano ba?
No. Did you see Suarez non-verbal na nakita ni Grijaldo? Yung gumanyan siya. Pagkatapos ng sabihin, gumanyan siya.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
What do you think it means?
Put in his mouth?
No, yung pagkasabi niya gano'n. Yung pagkasabi ni, ulitin mo ng kaunti. Ulitin mo ng kaunti. I-slow mo, i-slow.
Fullness to
Ayan.
the affidavit that you
I-slow mo
executed
para
in the Senate
makita mo
hearing.
yung dahan-dahan.
Yan
No, Your
yung
Yeah.
Details and the truthfulness
Nagets
to
niyo?
the affidavit that you
so that we can,
executed in the Senate hearing?
No, Your Honor.
di ba?
Therefore, we can proceed,
Nakita mo
Mr.
yung
Chair.
ano niya?
Please.
Yung gumanon siya.
Oo. He is trying to signal something. Parang doon na lang tayo.
Trying to offer a, alam mo yun, baka gusto mo, pag-usapan na lang natin to dito para sa ikaw.
Doon, secretly. Di ba? Doon na lang tayo. Ganyan yan eh. If you're trying to manipulate someone, that's it. Baka gusto mong doon na lang tayo. Di ba? That's a way of manipulating someone. So, Colonel Grijaldo, know what these crocodiles are up. Hindi mo nga mabubola ang isang investigating officer because they were precisely trained to actually read a room, read you.
Yung ganong gesture ni Suarez, parang ito yung yung kapag nahuli ka sa traffic violation, tapos yung ikaw nagpaparamdam ka dun sa police officer na, "Baka naman pwede to sir," 'di ba? Yung gano'n, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Ganon.
Yeah, and ayun na nga, hindi nga itong mga buhayan, Colonel Grijaldo will not succumb to them. Basto sila eh. So, at least may mga nakikita tayong may integrity katulad ni Colonel Grijaldo kahit paano sa buhay natin. And we're so lucky to actually witness this kind of people. Let's continue.
Please proceed.
So, Colonel Grijaldo, matanong ko lang po, ano po ang nagudyok sa'yo para i-execute ang affidavit na ito?
Maganda to, itong part na to.
Just I have said, Your Honor, during my opening statement in the Senate, it was Tuesday. We have a hearing here on Tuesday, and we ended up on the Wednesday on the event of the Typhoon Christine. And as I have said, I go back to my home, and dinibdib ko po yung nangyari sa akin, Your Honor. And I never told this to my wife that time for 2 days. Until such time on the Friday, I was informed by the PIHAW that I'll be attending a Senate hearing. So, naisabi ko dun sa asawa ko, Your Honor. And nag-a-argue pa kami kasi ayaw niya. Ako kasi gusto ko na may sabi. And sabi ko, we have to go on a Sunday Mass, and we need wisdom for this para mabigyan din tayo ng lakas ng loob para ma-resolve natin tayo kasi tayo nag-aaway. Kaka-problema, hindi na rin kami nag-aano noon eh. So on the Sunday, it was on the gospel. Sabi ko, pakinggan natin kung ano man yung masabi ng gospel sa atin that day. And it was a great enlightenment and a wisdom na binigay sa akin, Your Honor. The gospel said that it's not all about the crown, but it is about the cross. It is not about the honor, but it's about the sacrifice. It's not being the first, but being the last. It's not being the great, but being the servant. Sabi ko sa asawa ko, bakit naibigay sa atin to? We have to, and to sum up that, Your Honor, ang sinabi nung pare, sabi niya, it's not about the experience. Because yung experience kasi natin sa buhay, it may be good or bad. But it's all about the lesson learned that time, Your Honor. So I have that courage, and even my wife submitted to my decision. And on the next day, humunta na po ako yun. Nandun po yun, nag-narrate, ginawa ko po yun, sinulat ko po yun.
Can you pause? Yung mga TikToker dyan, this is a very TikTokable.
Yes, please.
Moment. Please. Pero explain nyo kung
Ayoko nang mag-live sa totoo lang, ayoko nang mag-live. I was watching this, at nung nakarating ako dito sa part na to, sabi ko, putang ina, hindi po pwedeng hindi ko ila-live to. Hindi po pwedeng hindi ko ila-live tong answer na to.
Yung mga TikTokers dyan, i-TikTok nyo ito, yung mga magulang dyan, let your children watch this and explain kung ano tong hearing na ito. Because we are watching right now high-value politics. Gets nyo? We're watching right now High Value Politics, and you know that he is actually telling the truth. You know why? Because galing sa puso eh. You cannot
Mm.
fake it. You can never ever fake those trembling moments in your voices when you are actually trying to recollect something that actually gave you courage.
Yes.
It's you cannot fake it. It's hard to fake it kasi ano yun eh, it's already it is a memory that has already been engraved in your neural network. Kaya ganun katindi yung kanyang kaya nga you can relate to this, no? Even if you just try to recall your turning points in life and tell that story. Hindi ba may nginig parate?
Mhm.
Meron talagang nginig kasi it's a full body experience yan eh. Kasi it's a very very powerful moment engraved in your brain. Kaya nga you cannot fake it eh. You cannot fake it. Kaya yun yung nakikita ko kay Colonel Grijaldo. Sabi ko, grabe si Colonel Grijaldo na alam mo may nginig kasi he's catching his breath eh.
Yes.
Na
And he's talking about
Alam mo
he's talking about his family, yung sa wife niya. And eto rin yung
Yes.
part na kaya I have to show the statement during the Senate. Kasi kung makikita niyo yung demeanor doon ni Colonel Grijaldo, yung part na nagkukwento na rin siya na pinag-uusapan yung tungkol sa pamilya niya, yung sa asawa niya, na kailangan niyang gawin to. Makita mo talaga yung sinseridad ng mama eh. And now it's a good thing that JJ Suarez asked him this specific question. Kasi nagkaroon ng oportunidad si Colonel Grijaldo na sagutin na bakit niya ginagawa to. And it's very, very important, especially in this time, sa political, sa current political landscape natin. It's very important that we see a guy like this na kayang magsakripisyo, kayang tumayo, kayang magsabi ng totoo at hindi natatakot. It's very important that we see other Filipinos na kayang gawin yung ganitong bagay.
Kaya nga ano siya eh, he is inspiring every Filipino to speak.
Mm.
And grabe yung grabe yung pagkakakwento niya.
Yes.
I think this is the most powerful moment in 2025 so far.
Yeah.
Can we
Exactly.
continue this? Kung anong sinabi nito anong sagot ng buwaya sa kanya?
Mm.